What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back with another daily trade review. This is another one that we're gonna get out of the way fairly early, a little after lunchtime right now, and we're done. We were actually done around 10:30 this morning again. Ended up taking a trade after that first hour, and unfortunately that was our only red trade of the day, and we only lost $1.28. So nice solid day in the market again today. We took a total of 6 trades. We are going to not do the thumbnail watch list. I'm trying to shorten these up just a hair bit, so we're gonna go right on into TRADERVUE. So bam, let's pull that up. We're gonna be reviewing trades for Wednesday, August 3rd. Took 6 trades today. Closed P&L 136.03. Another small base hit day. Small base hit day, and I am good with these small base hit days. We traded XPEV. That was our first trade this morning. That was a short, and it pretty much hit target for us. This morning, live traders, Jared Wesley and Anmal over at Live Traders had an open house this morning for anyone that wanted to sit in their live chat room. So, of course, me being a fan of Live Traders and their product, professional trading strategies, I had to go over there and sit in there this morning. XPEV was one that someone mentioned. So took that trade, worked. We traded CVS, took 2 trades on PayPal. One of those was a long, one was a short. And then we traded TUP. This was something that I found on the thumbnail, or not the thumbnail watch list. I found this on the pre-market scanner and ended up taking that trade. Both of them I got out of early. A little impatient on those and didn't really let them work. But again, good solid day. Not mad at the performance at all. And we did start started recording our trades a little late this morning because, like I say, I was over there sitting in Live Traders chat room. So I got the video, or I got the recording going a little late this morning. But let's go ahead. Let's bring it up and let's see how we perform this morning. So as you can see, we are already in CVS. We're already in CVS. We started recording at 9:49. We got in CVS at 9:47. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get it started. Looking at this, we see that CVS, it made this move, pull back, made this move, and then it pulled back. And once it got to that area right there, we got in. What's our average price? Average price is $99.88. So we got in way over here. $99.88 is going to be. No. Let's get it right. Let's see. Nah, we got in right where this thing is trading at right now. There we go. So got in up here. Stop is down here. Looked like it might have been a 5-minute entry. Once I come up here and look at the 5-minute chart. I have switched my charts over. I'm always trying to find a more, guess you can't really call it efficient. I don't know what you would call it, but trying to find a better system. So we got the 2-minute, 5-minute. I do like the 10-minute over the 15. And then right here will be the 1-minute and the 30-minute. So market open, this is usually going to be 1 minute. And I like to change this about 15 to 30 minutes into the market. So PayPal was on the list to go long. This was one that Jared had mentioned also in the chat room. And he had stated that this thing may make a little quick pop and then it's going to kind of just probably fizzle off. So we were looking at it. See, it kind of curled. I was looking for it to hold the VWAP and then maybe go a little higher. We look at it on the 5. It does have junk over here to the left, so that's never a good thing. 10 minutes not really showing much, but 5 minute definitely was not showing anything that we liked. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just 30-second jump this through. That was us just putting the order in on PayPal. Again, if it breaks this area, we're putting our stop down at the bottom. We'll scroll on through. We come over and we look at XPEV. Again, we had gotten in this trade at 934. So we see it's working. We up 1R based on our risk level. So here I'm bringing the stop just above that candle right there. Just trying to lock profit in. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But we see broke down to the downside. Nice move to the downside. So we'll keep scrolling through. And we see that trade is working. What time do we get in? We get in PayPal at 9:56. So we'll leave that right there. mRNA, this was another one on the watch list, and that was on Jared's. That thing just took off. So PayPal, we have our order set in. Again, we're looking for it to break this area. We have our stop just on the bottom side. We get triggered in at what, 9:56:58. So another 20 seconds or so. We come back over. And now we're moving our target down in the hopes that this thing is going to make a pop down through our target. And then we can move the stop to the target. So at least that way we're locked in with the stop being at target. So it's still trying to do its thing. Still pushing down pretty good. And at this point, PayPal has triggered us in. And look at that. We are $3 away from target right now. This thing actually did go a little past target. I don't think I had brought my stop down quick enough. But it's just doing its thing. Let's see. I'm not going to fast forward. I'll just do it this way. Yep. So you see now it is actually at target. Look at P&L open up there, $50. So we're at target. We're trying to see if we could squeeze a little bit more out of it. I ended up putting my target or putting the stop just on the other side of that 72K. But let's keep scrolling it through. We see that it's kind of fighting there. Let's go back. Let's go back. You're going to see me bring my stop just on the other side of that 72K. I say if it breaks that, all right, I'm good getting that. That's a decent profit. We're $5 short of target. Oh, well. But let's go ahead. Let's get out of it. So let's scroll it on up. As you can see, we had gotten triggered into PayPal while we were watching that. PayPal's kind of bouncing all over the place. This was a little touch and go, but we look at the 5. Again, we got all of this junk over here. This candle closing like that wasn't really good. You look at the 10. Would have wanted to see this thing break and go above that candle. So this red candle is not a good thing. And we look at the 1 minute, it's kind of channel trading, nothing special. So I come over, look at MOS, this one here. You always remember I say that I like this setup where it's getting heavy. Look at me checking that candle. I'm checking that candle. We see it has a clear path back down to previous high of day. And then even look at this. it's good signs there. So let's go ahead. We're gonna continue speeding this thing up. We're trying to make this go a little quicker. Come back over. We look at CVS, which we had gotten in at 9:47 in the morning, and we see it's slowly working. We're up 1R. We bring the stop, instead of putting it at break even, we put it just on the other side of this 170,000 shares that was sitting there. Come back and I look at MOS. This is one, man, this is the ones where you just put the order in the system. Put the order in the system. If it triggers you, it triggers you. It doesn't look like much right now. But this is that setup that I say I like. A good strong move to the top side. It gets a little top heavy, get a little overweight, and then it just collapses. It came right back to the 9. It broke it. This here might have been a little area of concern, the VWAP. But again, go ahead, put that order in the system. Go ahead, put that order in the system. Let's go ahead. We're going to keep scrolling it through. Look at it, though. See it going down? We come back. We take a peek at CVS. It's still up 30 bucks. We up a little over 1R, and it's still doing what its thing. Hold on. Let's see. What was that? No, that was CVS that's up 30. But let's go back. Let's go. We see PayPal is up 40. So look at that. Both of those trades are working. So let's keep scrolling through. We'll scroll through. What was PayPal up 39? It just, as they say, it would not crap or get off the pot. And you see, we ended up getting out for just the 23 bucks. We had moved our stop to break even. I'm going to keep scrolling this through. We won't have to look and see how it actually exited. But yeah, it's coming back to the 9 moving average. Come over to CVS. CVX, we are up 1R at this point. We were up 1R. So target is about to get brought up to half an R because nothing is really popping. Only thing that really ran this morning was mRNA, and it did not give an entry. But we move our stop to 1R. It tags us. So we're out of both of those trades. Next trade we take is at 10:17. So 10 minutes from now, we'll just kind of scroll through, look and see what these were doing. Kind of see that it's still. Now here I'm looking. Remember, we were just in PayPal to the top side. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this looks like now it's getting a little heavy. It looks like it don't want to go to the top side. So I'm going to just 30-second this up. Like I said, we don't get into the next trade until 10:17. Now, we were scrolling through the pre-market scanner, and I noticed this one. This is another one. A big break to the top side, but it's coming back down. It's broke the VWAP. It's broke the 9 moving average. You look to the left, you see a clear path back down to the downside on the 2-minute, on the 5-minute, on the 10-minute. All of these just showing clear paths back down to the downside. So getting our numbers, I'm going to scroll it on up. Again, back looking at PayPal. Right here, PayPal is getting heavy. Looking here, it looks like there's nothing to stop it. Looks like it's clear sailing down. But you look at the pre-market, you do see that it has that little bit of junk that's still right there. So we'll scroll it on up. Let's see what we do. But we're going to be getting in this in about 10 seconds. So we put a $1 stop, $2 target, 25 shares. It's $25 risk. That one there is easy math. And we get in. I probably should have dropped the line right here just so that we could see exactly where that area is at, because that's going to put up a little fight. That is actually going to put up a little fight right there. So let's go ahead. Let's scroll it. Here we are back looking at TUP. Here should have been, this would have been a good entry. Actually would have put the stop on this candle. We would have gave this extra room, put the stop right there. So that should have been the entry on that one. We kind of missed that a little bit. But PayPal still working right now. It's down a little bit. Still down, but we gave this one decent size stop to the top side. Again, we're back. Now, this gave us a good opportunity to get in. So we're going to measure that candle, 23 cents. We actually give it 30 cents stop. So we're giving it extra room again. Let's see how many shares we take on this. 85. So that's a good stop. That's 25. And now we're just watching the time and sales. We're watching time and sales for that thing to click to 1022. We don't want to get in before that candle closes. Have done that a few times in the trade. Never would have triggered us in, and then we lose money and wonder why. So definitely have to wait on those candles, whatever time frame. So if it's a 5-minute chart, need to wait on that 5-minute candle to close. 10-minute chart, wait on that 10-minute candle to close. So I'm gonna speed it up. This one is gonna trigger us in. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up. We see that it triggers us in. Again, this here is gonna act as some minor resistance. So definitely got to keep an eye on it. Let's go ahead. Look, we see PayPal is finally working. Look at that. We're up, getting close to being up 1R, but we've moved our stop down to basically break even, just below or just above this big area of price action. So I'm gonna go ahead, fast forward it. That's what you want to see, that candle coming back. I ended up tightening the stop up because of this area right here. I tightened it up and I think I move it again though. So let's just kind of watch it play out. We're in TUP. You see it's just kind of churning along. Still gonna watch it. It's still just doing its thing. PayPal, we're still good. We're still up 18 bucks on the trade. It's just kind of churning along. Remember I said that right there is going to act as a little bit of minor resistance. And now it finally broke it. And now we're moving the stop down. And look at it. Just everything was just kind of toying with us today. Nothing really would just break and go, except for what we didn't get into. So now you see I'm checking. Bam, I dropped my line right there. If this can break that area, it should go. That was my thought process on that. If that can break that area, look at all of this room over here for it just to fall. And it just wouldn't do it. It just crept along. But we come on back over to, went over to PayPal for just a real quick hot second. You see where we got to stop at on this one, just above this area here. We'll keep looking, keep scrolling. And now we're tightening the stop up because I said if it broke that area, it was headed back up. Let's watch it and see. Look what it did though. Just kind of teased us and went back down. And look at PayPal. PayPal is almost at target. It is almost at target. So again, we're tightening that stop up. Just tightening the stop. We were $9 from target at that point. And this one, I put the stop just on the top side of these topping tails. Again, the thought is if it breaks that, that's a large area of, in this case, support to push it back down. See, I just pushed it down. If it breaks that area, it's lost that downside momentum. And look what it did. Boom. Popped it, stopped us out. We made whatever that little profit was. Can't be mad at it. And look at what it's doing. Look at what it's doing. It's curling. So that was an excellent exit on that trade right there. I'll end up dropping a line. This should bounce back down off of that. We come over here looking at the cues, just seeing what it was doing. Found out that Evan had took a little pseudo 3-bar play right here. It's peekabooing just a little higher than I would have liked to have seen it to be a 3-bar play. But he got in and he got out early. Made money on it, but he got out early. We come up here to the 10-minute. 10-minute has a nice 3-bar play too, but it's coming right into the previous high of day, which I wouldn't have really wanted to take that because of it's not enough room to really move. It's going to kind of bump its head. But I was just checking out the cue, seeing what it was doing. I think somebody had mentioned it in the live traders chat room. So now we're back over here looking at TUP, thinking, why did we get out of that thing? Look at all of this room it still had to the downside. So definitely got out of that trade early. This thing just kind of moseyed along. It just kind of slowly did its thing. But we'll keep scrolling through. We don't take our last trade until 11 o'clock. We're coming up on it now. And I'm taking it because we had this nice green candle. And look at this red candle just come back. That's sellers saying, nope, you thought y'all was going to push this back higher, but we got it. So now I'm like, okay, let me get my numbers right. We only got 20 seconds before that candle closes. This one, I might have got in a hair bit early. I might be guilty of getting in early. Nope, we missed it. Did you see that? So I kind of drug my order down in because I missed my entry. Let's kind of speed this one through and see what it does. We're getting that downside move that we want, but I was just impatient. Did you see that? Let me back that up. I was impatient and I'm like, all right, I'm done trading. Let me get out of this thing. I try to drag my stop to right there. Me being like, I don't want this to be a red trade. That's why I did that. I'm like, I don't want this to be a red trade. This thing jumped past where I had my stop at and stopped me out for that small little red loss. And then it continued to go lower. And I was like, ain't this a little bit of nothing? But this was one that I was looking to get in a 12-hour 3-bar play. I got a alert in the system. Entry was going to be $1.38. And I had mentioned to Evan, I need to stay away from these cheap priced stocks. Need to stay away from those. But that was our final trade of the morning. That was it. We were in and out. Another one of those $100 mornings in less than an hour. Do the math on that. That is $100 an hour. That's easy math. But let's go ahead. I want to pull up MOS real quick. I want to pull up MOS. Was that the one? Yeah, MOS. That was it. Charts just don't look right. There we go. All right, give me one sec. Let's go back live. There we go. And if you have not hit that, if you hadn't hit that like button yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it, and it will help me out in the algorithms. But here we're looking at MOS. If you remember, I was looking at getting in up here. I said that this thing was heavy. It had made this nice move off the open. And I was like, this thing is top heavy. It is testing the 9 moving average. I said I should have been getting in right there. Could have played this back down to previous high of day. And then I showed this area over here. Like it got room down there. Look at what that thing did. Man, missed opportunity right there. Total missed opportunity. This was the one that I could have drug my darn target down a little further, chased it with the stop. Look at it on the 5 minute. 5 minute would have showed a good entry right there in this, or I'm sorry, the 10 minute. And this thing just tanked on down. Let's switch this over to the 5 real quick. Look at that. Same thing. Room all the way back down to previous high of day, which it busted through the 9. It busted through the VWAP. Came right down here, tested it. Came over here. I looked at this again. Me and Evan was talking. Missed that entry right there. And this thing just tanked. Just tanked. And it doesn't seem like it's a big move. It's at 54.84 right here. It's a $2 move down. But you got to think, it's like a 50-cent stop. And this thing just tanked. And actually, you could have tightened your stop up coming up to here. That's a 20-cent stop right there. So this thing is 10 times your money. Now, of course, y'all know that I really don't have the patience to sit through a 10R move, but that's what that would have been. But again, nice solid day. Nice solid day. And as always, I hope y'all enjoyed the recap. I do these for myself just as much as I like doing them for y'all, because I can come back and sit and learn from them. But we're going to wrap this up. We did that inside of 30 minutes today. That's good. That's what I was trying to do, because I don't want to take too much of y'all time. So I enjoy y'all watching them, and I'm just trying to make it a better product. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and we will be back in the market again tomorrow. That's 3 green days for the month of August, starting it off nice, small base hits. So peace.